Hello and welcome to driving an EV in the UK, and I want to show you my car. Okay, we've now looked at the car. Do you notice anything different? I have spent a lot of money. I mean several £100. And if you had noticed what is different about the car, that's cost several £100 to do. Now, this was not a important up-to-date thing to do. Right now, there was still some time before they needed replacing. Does that give you any idea? The idea is I've replaced the tyres. What was on the car were Michelin's. Now, I have been having massive pain in the arse use of the Michelin's on the car. They lack grip in wet weather. They, if I'm on a curb, on the parking bits that they have, that where you've got to go up a little ramp to park, coming off the driver's side felt like it was jelly, and it actually felt like the tyre was coming off the wheel, and then I would drive it and it would feel really nasty and horrible, that it felt like I had a flat tyre and didn't. And after a short time it would then just clear up and be fine. But it's not comfortable. Now, I have had Michelin's before like this. My Michelin's I had on one of my previous cars, all four of them went soft, and it was like that they took corners and it was like they were floating, but all four tyres did it at the same time. It was a very unusual feeling. So when I got the car, it came with Michelin's because that's what the factory fitted. So this is near the time that I did the windscreen wipers. I did this at about the same mileage, at about 19,000. Now, to note this, I didn't replace the tyres because they were illegal or near the legal limit. They still had tread on them. I replaced the tyres because I disliked how they felt on the road. So what I did was, what happened was, and the reason why I did that right now, was not just because of one tyre feeling like it was flat, that I got a screw in the back tyre on the passenger side and it leaked, and I was trying not to replace them, and I kept pumping the tyre up because the leak was so slow. It was like a week before it would come up with messages on the thing saying low tyre pressure. So I got to a point where I was fed up, and so I ordered two tyres, and I was going to replace that side on the driver's and the rear one that had the nail in, the screw in. When he came, he looked and said that the front tyre was a little bit more worn at a certain point, and that I should really replace that one, so replacing one side of the car. So I did that, and I used the car, and my mileage hasn't changed even though it has two Michelin tyres and two of the new tyres. Now, I haven't gone for the cheaper end of the range of tyres. I've gone for Continental's EcoConnect 6s. They are 91V, so they are fast and they are designed for heavy things. Driving with Continentals on one side and Michelin's on the other, I could definitely feel how the Michelin's didn't feel that connected. They didn't have the grip, they didn't feel firm and secure on the road. So I waited a month, and then I've just bought the new ones, which I had fitted So now the whole car has Continental Eco Connect 6s. Now these aren't cheap, and I bought them in pairs, and now the whole car has that. And even the spare tyre, when I bought the spare one, that is a Continental tyre as well. So if I ever need to put the spare one on, they are still the same brand, which I much prefer having the same brand on at least front or back. I've never ever had them. I always thought that you had to have them on the same wheel, but no. So we now have Continentals on. We are now due to go back to Scotland for a short time with my daughter, so therefore we are going to be seeing up front how the mileage is going to be affected. Now, the Michelins were supposed to be very energy efficient. I got these Continentals because they are said to be exactly the same energy efficient, but they have really deeper tread and it feels much harder tread. But with that, I seem to have better grip for moving away and accelerating away. So, a lot of money spent, yes, but my choice to do them now, I could have waited a couple of more months or a couple of more 100,000 miles done and then just change them when they needed it. I decided to do it now before summer holidays, and that we may be away for longer, that I didn't want to have to worry about dealing with tyres. So that's why I did it now, and then I can also test it and have a look and see if there's going to be any effect on range, handling or anything like that when I'm only doing little short trips. So with that, we will see how they go as a trip to Scotland and see how they compare to the number of trips that I have done to Scotland with the Michelins on, and see how far we get and if they're worse off, and therefore we are going to use a little bit more energy to do the trip. I have an idea this might not happen, because even with 2 on, my mileage has not changed. So therefore I'm expecting that there may not be no change when I do my Scottish trip in a couple of days' time, which has probably already happened by the time this video goes up. So with that, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I will see you on the next video, so bye for now.